So I've got in there now. Oh, fuck. This is shit, man. I'm actually back on the induction room. Like, I had everything. My life was actually patterned. I remember I had a watch at the time. I had a nice watch. And I've gone into jail and I had my watch on. And I was banged up with this guy. It's my brother to this day, yeah. He's gone, bro, listen, take your watch off, innit? Put it in reception, innit? He's like, listen, you're in a jungle, mate. These people, these are like hyenas. They will come and take it. And I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna fuck it. But do you know what? Someone else has come up to me and gone, right, do you know what? Like, I heard a couple of people talking and they seen your finger and I like, know what I'm saying? I'm like, do you know what? Let me just go and put my finger in reception. Because it doesn't matter who you are. Not saying I'm anyone, I'm just saying it doesn't matter who you are. Anyone can get got. You all know better than anyone else. Don't think you're untouchable. Don't think that just because you're having a nice run now, it won't come to an end. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you actually have to think about what the fuck you're doing because there is consequences, and not a lot of people actually make it and you deep it in that world. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. More people get highlighted for not making it than do. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and the ones that do ain't doing what everyone else is fucking doing anyway. So you wouldn't even know. So what's happened is I've gone Wandsworth now. Got 15 months to do, and I'm in there. I'm pissed, thinking, fuck, I've lost everything. And what I noticed about that prison was, well, I didn't know no one. I started to understand how different parts of London operated. So like people from north, south, east, west, like I kind of like got a broad mix of knowing loads of different people. Do you know what I'm saying? And I started to network with loads of people.
In Wandsworth?
Not even just that, from my whole prison experience, okay, but in Wandsworth as well. Like I was like, right, and it was a lot of more grown people. You know what I'm saying? I started to realise, right, you know what? Everyone here is kind of like got kids and like no one wants to like run around and just do dumb shit. Everyone's just like, right, fuck up and nick with some jokes and like, you know what I'm saying? So it was on that sentence that I met some really, really good people that I still talk to this day and really helped me shape and transition my mindset, right? And
were they also serving time?
Yeah, they were serving time as well.
Longer than you?
Some of them longer, some of them not, like a mix, but okay. I just noticed that, you know what, sometimes when you're around the right people, even though it's in the worst circumstances, it can change you as a person, because if someone's giving you knowledge and you're just taking it in, but it's going in one ear and out the other, it's not knowledge, it's just like, they're just wasting their breath on you. But at that time, I actually sat, and where I'd been through what I'd been through, and now I'm like, I can't come back into this place. Like, I feel like a waste man. Do you know what I'm saying? Going back to the guy that helped me out, who is now my mentor, I'm thinking, what am I going to say to him? How is he going to react? I could just about get on the phone to my mum. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is mad. And he was like, you know what, I'm going to come and see you, right? So when I went to court and that, he actually wrote me a reference in that. He, I don't know, yeah, it was mad. And he was like, you know what, fuck talking, I'm going to come see you, send me a visiting order. I'm like, all right, cool. So I sent him this VO, and it's come up. So you fucking idiot. So what are you doing? Like, you had everything in front of you. Like, what are you, how are you throwing it away? He went, I'll tell you a secret. He went, my dad used to be the governor of this jail, because I know everyone here. He's like, what are you doing? Like, you're mad. And I was just like, that's when it clicked for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I met Richard, he introduced me to his brethren. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, he's my friend. Like, these are the circle of people that, like, you need to be around. But at the time, I wasn't ready to receive them blessings because I wasn't ready within myself. You know what I'm saying? I still had a little inkling to kind of do road, which is just mad. And that's how deep the lifestyle gets you. Do you know what I'm saying? And yeah, anyone watching this, like, unless you've come from that life, you won't understand. But if you are and you're in that life, I get it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not easy, but there is a way to transition out of it. So he said to me, look, now when you come out, for fuck's sake, just fucking don't touch any drugs, innit? Like, just stop selling them. It's cool, you've got a legitimate thing you can do. And I'm saying, you're good. Just come out, holler at me, don't worry, we'll start again. So that gave me another drive to say, well, my man's giving me another chance, you know. What have I got in me? Do you know what I'm saying? I must have something, because that is unheard of.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's happened now. And I started to understand self-development. I started to read a lot of like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, The Secret. Started to just educate myself on myself, if that makes sense.
So you kind of started to take a journey into learning about yourself.
Yeah. Like I was like, right, I've done personal training. I'll start to train people in jail. Like I'll just like, this is my calling. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I actually have to do. And what happened was, I was meant to be going home. And when I was out, where I dabbled a little bit in whatever I was doing, I had another case that I forgot about. And it came up to go to court, but it was like maybe 6 months before I was meant to go home. And I was like, I've got to go to court for this other thing. I've gone to court. They gave me another sentence, right? But it ran concurrent with what I was doing, but I had to change locations of where I was. So I went back to my local prison, which was Chelmsford. And I was like, raw, like...
You're now leaving that environment.
That environment where I'm like learning and I'm understanding. And I'm saying, like, I hate jail. I don't get it twisted. It's like hell on earth. But in that circumstance,
you made the best out of the worst situation.
Exactly. So now I'm going somewhere else where I'm just like, oh, for fuck's sake, I'm going to be back in the zoo again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
What was so different between Chelmsford and the ones? You said it was because there were a lot more
it's
grown.
It's the people.
Okay.
But it was the particular people that I was around at that time. That's what it was, if I'm honest with you. You could be like in any institution, college, school, whatever. If you're around the right people and then your parents moved to Berkshire, you're around different people, innit? You know what I'm saying? So obviously that's a mad comparison, but you understand what I mean. So I've gone back there now and I'm like, right, my mindset's just different. I'm just like, yeah, you know what? I've got a couple months left, I'm gonna go hard. And I come up with this idea, I was like, you know, like I started working in the kitchens. And I was like, how the fuck did a prison, yeah? Without fail, every single day, make food for everyone. How do they do that? Just started working in the kitchens and started to watch what they did. And I'm like, Raj, you know what? Like, you see 100 years ago, there was a prison. You see 100 years from now, there's going to be a prison. It's a long-lasting business. It's going to last for fucking eternity. You know what I'm saying? So I used that, and I was like, Raj, you know what? I'm a personal trainer, and do you know what I find the most about personal training is I'll give my clients meal plans, diet plans, but no one fucking sticks to it, right? They will for a bit, and then they don't stick to it, and then come and blame you. You didn't fucking eat what I told you to eat. You know what I'm saying? So I thought, you know what? How do I solve that problem? I'm going to give you the food. I'm going to cook the fucking food for you. How about that? Right?
And this was in jail?
This is what I was thinking in jail, right? So I thought, you know what? They're going to train how I told you to train. If you eat how I tell you to eat, there is no excuses. You're going to get results. Like, unless you just don't do any of them. Do you know what I'm saying? So I come up with this idea. And I was like, right, you know what? When I come out, I'm on it. My next door neighbour, he got a long sentence, and I was telling him about this idea that I've got. He was like, oh no man, you ain't gonna do that, bro, man. You're gonna come out and you're just gonna, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna,
and this is in Chelmsford?
Yeah, it's in Chelmsford. He's like, bro, you're just gonna smoke a onesie, see a nice lady, and you're gonna forget about all that, bro. Trust me, bro. You get out of here. I was like, bro, on everything. The next time I see you, bro, it's gonna be Guanin, bro. I promise you that. He was like, alright, cool. I was like, alright, cool. So I come out and I went hard. Not because of that, but I'm saying like that was like was the day before I went home. You know what I'm saying? So I came out, I had nothing, right? You get like £60 or something when you come out of jail, 50, whatever it is. I had nothing, moved back into my mum's, just like, I had to humble myself and just, you know what I'm saying, just start again, right? Started working in a local gym, started personal training. And yeah, like...
Just on that, how different, for those watching and those who've been in prison, they say it's harder for you to get a job when you leave. Is that an excuse or...
No, it genuinely is. So I'll tell you why, because for one, you don't really have the people skills, for one, right? Because you've been surrounded by... You've been in this enclosed environment, you've been in this square with the same people or the same types of people for however long you've been in that environment for. That's hard to adjust out of.
Yeah.
It's called institutionalization, like you're institutionalized.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people, even when they get out, go back in because of familiarity. That's
of course,
what they know.
and like I said, it's a hard cycle to break. But it is hard to get a job. You can, But you have to want to do it, and you have to break your mindset of you thinking that that's the only way. No, this is the way. It's hard when you're used to doing something. If you're like used to driving to your work, or let's just say you're used to driving to your nan's house, this certain route, and someone's like, "No, take the other route." You're like, "No, I'm going this way. This is the best. Trust me, this is the best way." And someone's like, "No, go this way." You're gonna get to the same destination. It's just gonna take like a different amount of time to get there. Do you know what I'm saying?
So what would you say to people who are stuck in that cycle, who are in that lifestyle? They've gone prison, they've left, they want to be legit, but they feel like they're too stuck. They're too sucked in.
Shall I tell you what it is? Drop out anyone and everyone that is kind of drawing you towards that lifestyle. Fuck everyone off. You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares about pride? Who cares about, there's no loyalty on the streets. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be loyal to yourself. You have to be a bit selfish, if I'm honest with you, and think about your own shit. Because when that door closes, it's you on your own. You ain't got all your brethren and all the man them with you, have you? You're on your own. Do you know what I'm saying? So be selfish, focus on your own shit, like drop everyone out that's not good for you and hang around people that want to see you win. Do you know what I'm saying? And that is definitely the main thing, 100 million %. So I opened the shop. I had no dough. I had no experience. I had no marketing experience, no PR, no sales.